All right, traders. Good morning, everyone. Can you guys hear me? Good morning, traders. Good morning, traders. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, type loud and clear in the comment section. Loud and clear in the comment section. Okay, so let's quickly use a few minutes to inform everyone that we're live. Let's use a few minutes to inform everyone that we're live. Share out the link. Share out the link to your story, different groups, and so on. Inform everyone that we're live. It's another beautiful Tuesday morning. Let's pack out funds. Hope your bag is ready for today. You're ready to pack funds, right? Thank you all for the congratulations. Thank you. I appreciate. We're here today to pack out more funds and buy more houses. You know the drill. Okay. So if you're joining for the first time, quickly state your name and where you're joining us from. If you're joining for the first time, quickly state your name and where you're joining us from. Let's quickly welcome those joining for the first time. If you're joining for the first time, you can see Solomon from South Sudan, Scholastic from Ireland, Stewart from Kenya. So you all are welcome. If you're just seeing it for the first time, my name is Happiness Hanson, and I trade live here every Tuesday. Sharing out trading tips. You get to see, most of the videos you watch. On my channel, you get to see me apply all the principles here live. To catch smart entries. So when joining, it's always advisable you join with your live account because we catch live trades here together. So we don't hesitate when we see our setups here. It is an error for us to see our setups and hesitate because when trading, generally, trading is not something that is so certain. But then we trust our strategy so much that we know what it is capable of dishing out. So we don't hesitate once we have every reasons to place our trades. So if you're the type of trader that you're always scared of your setups, better stop that today. Okay, so if you're joining for the first time, what I need you to do now is to quickly subscribe, turn on the notification bell because I drop educational videos. Just straight to the point. This particular channel is streamlined, to teach you trading and help you understand the reality of trading so that you will start packing out funds for yourself. I'm here to, actually make all of you profitable. I've been able to train a lot of traders. I can't even count that are doing well, for themselves. So if you are still in the struggling phase, have it in mind that you coming across this particular channel, your story will change soon. So just have that in mind. All I just want you to do is pay attention and remove fear. You'll see yourself, doing well as a trader. So for the OGs in the house, are you here? For the OGs in the house, collect. Okay, you're welcome, and special recognition to those in my private class. which is the VIP members. We've already started the week with massive profits. We're able to catch good entries from XAUSD. Starting from our Sunday analysis, we've been together, packing our funds, and today is another day. Let's see if we'll add to what we are already packing out. So you all are welcome. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. You guys can see my screen, right? If it's not clear from your own end, all you need to do is click the settings icon at the top right and change resolution to higher picture quality so that everything will be clear. It's very clear here, from my phone. So just do that so that it will not be blurry. Okay, so we're going to start today with gold. You guys can see what is going on here. This is gold from the daily time frame. You can see the bullish candlestick. It is not even looking back. You can see the bullish candlestick. It is not even looking back. So that simply means we are pushing to the upside on XAUSD. So there is no reason for you to start looking to buy. That is one thing that most traders don't understand. It's not about how oversold or how overbought a commodity is. If the market is pointing to the upside, join it to the upside. If it's pointing to the downside, join it to the downside. No sentiment. There's nothing like, oh, this particular commodity has been buying or has been selling. I think it's time for it to end. My dear, you need to just pay attention to what the market is doing. Don't bring in what you think. Whatever you are doing should be according to what you are seeing on the chart if you really want to make money. So don't bring in sentiments of trying to, command the market to do what you have in mind. It doesn't work here. Okay, so from the daily time frame, you can see this is the recent record structure. So for those joining us for the first time, I trade with the strategy smart money concept. So I've been able to break that down, here, my channel. I've been able to break everything down, the different entry models. I just dropped the last episode. I talked about the different entry models. If you want to do well with smart money concept strategy, we have the other block strategy, which is the prominent one. That is the one I trade with, other block strategy. Entry strategy, we have the FVG entry strategy, we have the breaker blocks, and we have the flip zone. And I'm happy that most of you've been able to watch the videos, you've been able to pick out the one that is suitable and the one that works for you, and you are applying that. Because don't just watch and go and fold your hands. Watch and practice. Watch and start practicing. Okay? So from the daily time frame, this is the most recent breakout structure, and you know the drill. Once you map out the breakout structure, the next thing you need to look out for is the origin that caused that breakout structure. So from the daily time frame, this is the origin, and let's assume we are trying to take entries from the daily time frame. We'll have to wait for price to come and tap us in and keep pushing to the upside. But then we don't take entries from the daily time frame, so let's keep going to the lower time frame. Now this is 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, we have some internal structures here which I'm going to pay attention to. So we'll take this one out, and then we'll start reading the internal structures. We have this breakout structure here. We also have another breakout structure here. We have this breakout structure here, and we also have a breakout structure here, and I believe we have another breakout structure here. So let's go to 2-hour time frame and point them out. Okay, so just pay attention to how I break down the charts. Most of you, when you open the chart, you just rush and place buy and sell without understanding what is going on. So you reading the market structure is more like you laying a foundation to understand what is going on before you pick a bias. So from 2 hour time frame, we have this break of structure here, which is the most recent break of structure. And if we are trying to map out the origin, this will be the origin. So let's go to 1 hour time frame. So 1 hour time frame, I can also see another break of structure here. I can see another break of structure here. So this origin can be pending because we have the most recent break of structure and this is the origin. So moving to 30 minutes. So from 30 minutes time frame, we also have this break of structure here, and then we have this origin here. So still looking at the 30 minutes time frame, I can also see this break of structure here. And then we have an origin. So I take my interest from 15 minutes. So from 15 minutes, I'll have to know where to strategically wait for my setups. So now this is the most recent break of structure, and we have this origin from 15 minutes. We also have this one here, or mitigated origin from 15 minutes, which is at this point. Okay. And this one can be pending. Because we also have this, break of structure here. Okay. So checking the point we can join from, I will patiently wait for XAUSD here, treating this point as liquidity. But then I'll have an alert here to also see, how price will react at this point. So the thing is just this one will be pending because this is the most recent impulsive move that caused the break of structure, so we can wait for it here. And then stop loss will be here. And then we'll target the point of reversal. So this will be a trade of 1:2. So this is what we have on XAUSD. So let's see how it will play out. Watching the market move like this, we were able to catch a buy at this point and I closed here. And after the close, you can see the massive move. Interesting. So let's see if we'll get a retracement into this point and then we'll buy XAUSD again. I'm still observing this level here. So it depends on how price will come down. If we are getting a strong push to the downside, we may take off our pending order here and position at this point. So it depends on how price will come down. So let's keep observing. But for now, this is the ideal point to wait for XAUSD. So we'll just have an alert because I want us to work with confirmation here. So I will not write out the coordinates yet. Let's just work with confirmation and see what price will do once it taps into this point. So if you trade gold like me, just put an alert here and patiently wait for price to come here. Once it taps in, we'll take it off from here. Once we get that tapping and the rejection, we'll move from there. Is that clear, guys? Is that clear? Is that clear? Someone is saying there is no liquidity. Whatever price is doing here will be the liquidity. You can see we have an accumulation here. We have an accumulation here. Some traders may, keep pushing gold up to this point. So it's either traders are trying to place more buys at this point or a sell at this point. So all those accumulation happening there is, the liquidity. I'm expecting price to clear, then come tapping, and then we'll push. That's why I'm not looking to buy or sell at this point. I'm just waiting strategically. And from the comment section, someone also stated that gold has been pushing up without returning to the order block. Let me quickly break that down for you guys. So while a lot is sleeping, so this was the move we got on XAUSD yesterday, and it got to the point of reversal. Dished out good profit. Now you can also see this one happened during Asian section. You just need to open your eyes, when it comes to trading. A break of structure. Now you can see price reacting to the origin here, pushing to the upside. Then we have this break of structure here. We have this break of structure here. The origin is here, but price came back into this fair value gap, and it continued to push to the upside. So fair value gap traders, will be able to catch this smart entry here. And now we got this break of structure here, which is one of the origins we are waiting for. Price didn't mitigate the origin, and now this is the most recent break of structure. Price is yet to mitigate the origin, so we're just waiting patiently. So observing what is going on here, you can see there is no clear break of structure to the upside. It's still a weak rejection. We may also get a break of structure here to the upside. That is if the buyers are strong, and then this will depend will work with the current structure. So everything I do on the chart, I do with reasons. I don't just, do trial and error method here, because I'm not trading demo. I trade with real money here. So whatever I do, I take, strategic entries, smart entries. So this is where I'll be waiting for price. Let's see if we can get a slash down to this point, or maybe this point, and then we'll push gold up again. So if we are waiting for it at this point, this will now be, liquidity that price will clear. So for those of you that may not be looking at the chart, let me just call out the pending order here. But then this point, if price should come here and we get a rejection, we'll work with confirmation there. So let's have a pending order at this point, so you can set and go about with your businesses. So we can have a buy limit on XAUSD. Entry price will be 3839.90. Take profit will be 3869.81. Stop loss will be 32.21. Apply proper risk management. So with the way gold is moving, I see gold getting to $4,000 this week or soon. If it's not this week, it will be soon because the rally to the upside is massive. So you can see how it's just tilting to the upside now. But then no panic, let's calm down. We can see a break of structure at this point now. But let's see what it will do during London section. If it continues to like tilt to the upside, we'll position with the new order block. But for now, this is where we can wait for it either here or here. So let's calm down. No rush. Okay, so let's visit GBP JPY. Okay, so GBP JPY from the higher time frame, it's finally tilting to the upside, to the downside, I mean, because it has been ranging here. The movement in here, has been so funny. Although we've been able to catch good entries, last week we were able to catch smart entries on GBP JPY. So let's see what it has for us today. Now, after this rejection here, we can just map it out. We have a clean resistance level here after price spiked up, to touch 200 on GBP JPY. So we have the price reacting to this resistance level. And from this resistance level, I can see, a change of character here. Most of you will be like, how is she even seeing all these things? You need your spiritual eyes. You need to open your eyes. Be very observant when looking at the chart. Any small thing you neglect can cost you a lot. You already know that. So you need to open your eyes when doing your analysis. When you are doing your market structure analysis, just be neutral. Don't come into the market having it in mind that you just want to sell or you just want to buy. No, just come in, read the market structure, understand, and pick a bias according to what you've seen on the chart. So just open your eyes to understand what is going on. Okay. I've said spiritual eyes, people are laughing. Just make sure it's very sharp. Okay, now from 4-hour time frame. So from 4-hour time frame, you can see a break of structure here. A break of structure here. Now you can see we have this other block here, but then this change of character, what caused this change of character? You can see price tapping into the origin that caused the change of character, and we have price tilting to the downside. So now looking at the structure from 4-hour time frame, we have this support level here. So that simply means price may be targeting this support, clearing everything here as liquidity. But let's see how it will go. We still have other supports below. And then let's read the structure according to what we are seeing on the chart. We also have this particular support level here. Okay, now from this support, you can see price also dished out a change of character at this point, and it's still tilting to the downside. So let's view from 2-hour time frame. Okay, from 2-hour time frame, after the change of character, we got this break of structure here to the downside, and price reacted to the origin and it's still pushing to the downside. So let's view from 1 hour time frame. So 1 hour, this will be the other block, which price missed out, tapped into FVG, and is pushing to the downside. Viewing from 30 minutes, I believe it's clearer, and then reading the internal structure, this is where change of character occurred. Price still came back into the origin, clear to the downside. An unmitigated origin, price didn't come back to that point. And then the support level is still here. So this support is not here for us to look for a buy, because market is kind of bearish. But then if you should come here and we get a bullish confirmation, we don't have a choice but to do what? Buy. So let's just keep watching what price will do once it gets here. But now we still have equal low here, but inside it we have an internal breakout structure. So now we have this breakout structure here. So for 15 minutes time frame, with this breakout structure here, our entry, no point of entry at this point. But then this particular other block here, that is very short block, is still very much valid. Very much valid. But then price is already targeting this support level here. So I'm gonna have to put an alert to see what price will do at this support. We'll work with confirmation. So once we get price to tap in here, rejection or bullish engulfing candlestick, we can catch a buy from this point. Does it make sense? Is that clear, guys? But then if market decides to break it, we'll keep selling, because from what I've seen, GJ is turning bearish. So we should be looking out for, more push to the downside. But let's see whether this support level is still strong to hold for a correctional move to the upside. Okay, so for now, we just have a lookout on GBP JPY, no straight entry or pending order at the moment. So let's look at BTC. Okay, so for BTC, from the daily time frame, record structure here. So you can see price tapping into the other block here, pushing to the upside. So now we need to focus on what is going on here. And now I can see that price is back to this point, which is a key support. And it's pushing to the upside. So let's move to 4-hour time frame. Okay, now from 4-hour time frame, we have this key resistance level here, which we may be targeting. Breakout structure here, and internal break of structure here, another break of structure here. Okay, now from 2-hour time frame. So if we are to strategically position for an entry, I can see another block here, 1-hour time frame. I can also see another block here, and 30 minutes. So currently this is where BTC is reacting to. So for 30 minutes, we can also see more break of structures here to the upside, and then price is currently reacting to the origin. Now 15 minutes, our entry time frame. We have this break of structure here. Then we have this other block present. But then from 15 minutes, this is the current market price. And price may be tapping into this point to still push to the upside. Although from this particular origin, generally this is the other block. See the other block here. But price has mitigated that other block and it has pushed to the upside, like it has delivered its movement. So if we are trying to buy again from this point, is to wait for price here. This support price coming here, we can take another buy on BTC, take profit here. But then if it should break, we'll wait for it here. But just have in mind that BTC is what? Bullish. So BTC is bullish. If we are positioning for entry, position at this point, and then take profits at the point of reversal. So we may catch an early buy from here, then we'll just observe what price will do at that support. If it should break, then we may sell to buy at this point. So if you trade BTC, you need to set, same traps with me. Either we buy from here if the sellers are ready to suppress, or we take it up from here. So that once price gets here, we'll still work confirmation, rejection, and bullish engulfing, and then we'll push it to the upside. But then for now, with what price is doing, we can have a pending order here. So it will be buy limit on BTC. Entry price 112,292.61. Take profit 114,789.36. Stop loss 111,794.25. Apply proper risk management. Okay, so let's see how it will go for today on BTC. Okay, so let's look at another pair. So I've been able to analyze the three commodities I trade, which is gold. And you can see gold is still dancing around here, so we are still expecting a drop, which is gold. And then GBP JPY, we are waiting to see what it will do at this support. But then, as we've gotten this break of structure now from GBP JPY, I'm also seeing something, another break of structure. And then we have an origin here. So price may just tap in, drop again. So this may just be a quick scalp. So if we check it out, it's more like I think 1:1 trade, because if you're trying to catch this movement, your take profit will be at this support, because this support will be very vital. So this one is for scalpers, and I don't really take that type of trade. So I want to see what price will do at this support. If it should break, we'll keep selling, because GJ is mainly bearish at the moment. And then BTC, this is what we have on BTC. If we can get BTC to this point, today or this week, we'll still buy. Or I'm also watching to see what price will do at this support. Then we'll still, take it up from there. Okay, now we're looking at the chart to analyze other pairs. So I can see GBP USD. So let's go and break down GBP USD. Let's break it down. Okay, GBP USD traders, pay attention. Let's see if we have setup. Interesting. Okay, so for GBP USD from the daily time frame, we have this, and after that, price tapped into this point and it's pushing up. So from the push up here, we got this breakout structure to the downside. Price tapped in, reacted, pushed to the upside again. So we got this change of character generally here to the upside. And then after that, price tapped into this origin, dropped again. So we can start from here to map out another change of character to the downside. And then breakout structure here. So which means we have a supply zone at this point. Take this one out. Okay, we have a supply zone at this point. So let's view from 4-hour time frame. Okay, now from 4-hour time frame, we have internal structures to pay attention to. So this was the last breakout structure to the upside. Change of character occurred here. Then more breakout structures to the downside. And then we have breakout structure here. Okay, price already mitigated this origin to drop. And then we have this point here. We have this supply zone at this point. Then another breakout structure here. And this is the origin price is reacting to. Okay, so let's visit 2-hour time frame. So as we're looking at 2-hour time frame, I also want to pay attention to where price is reacting from. So this is the support level where price is reacting from, this point. Okay. So from 2 hour time frame, we still have this origin at this point, the supply zone to wait for price. Let's visit 1 hour time frame. Okay, now from 1 hour time frame, what do we have? After price tapped into this particular support, we have record structure here. Another record structure here. So that simply means we have an unmitigated origin at this point, and then price is currently reacting to this supply zone. Okay, now from 30 minutes, we have price at this point. And then 15 minutes. So 15 minutes, we have this other block at this point. So price may get here and will drop GU. We'll buy GU from that point. But then, as price has tapped into this supply zone here, what can we say? After tapping in, we got this, change of character at this point. And then we have this particular other block which the market has tapped into. Okay. So for GU traders, this may be a point for, an instant execution. So this is going to be a trade of approximately 1:3. Stop loss is going to be here. So let's just leave it at 20 pips or 18 pips. So if you trade GBP USD, it's time for a sell. So apply proper risk management. This one is an instant execution, not a pending order. A pending order will be here. That is from this demand zone. If price, gets here, we can decide to buy because we have a record structure there. So we'll have something like this on the GG. But now instant execution, price is still reacting. Don't be scared. The worst thing that can happen is price will take away what you were risking. Okay. So instant execution for a sell on GBP USD. If you trade GBP USD, place a sell now on GBP USD. Then we'll also have this pending order here for a buy on GBP USD. If you trade GBP USD, take a sell now. No panic. Some people as they've heard sell shaking. Should I place? My friend, place that thing and put your stop loss. Place that thing. Place that thing. Okay, I just got an alert now that GJ tapped into our origin. I'm coming. We'll look at it. Place that thing. How do you think you will buy house if your hand is shaking like this? Place the trade. Place the trade. So for this particular entry, stop loss is 18 pips, take profit is 47 pips. So let's see what the market will do. This is the ideal, thing to do now on GBP USD. Although inside here we also have an internal record structure which may be a stumbling block for this particular sell, but there is no panic. Why am I, positioning more for the sell? Number one, the trend is generally, we've been bearish. This is more like a correctional move, and then price has tapped into a supply zone. So this is more like a confirmation entry of the supply zone. So if the market can be able to break this other block here, then it's straight to TP. So this is the only stumbling block. This is the only stumbling block. Okay. So For stop loss for the sell, we literally have two setups here. So I want to write out the coordinates in a way that it will not confuse you guys. Okay, for stop loss for the sell, as for the sell setup, if you're a GU trader and you don't want to place this sell, this is how I'm looking at you. It's not by force to place the sell, but this is me literally, telling you how I take my trades. We've done the analysis and then we have every reasons to do what? Sell. If it's any of my pairs now that I trade, gold, GJ, BTC, if they are react, you guys are GU traders, you guys are very lucky to even get an instant execution. And most of us, for my pairs, all I have is pending order. So if you're a GU trader and you're still panicking to take this trade, I don't know what else you want to see on the chart. Me, I don't know again. I don't know when you will kill that fear. And yeah, take trade. Even if you blow the account, you will fund another one. Money will come. No panic. No panic. Sell setup. So the take profit for the sell setup will be 1.33960. And then stop loss is 1.34623. So please apply proper risk management too. It's not because I'm shouting take that trade. You will not go and risk everything you have. Apply proper risk management. Well, then if your risk management is to go all in, you will still do what? Go all in. This life not really hard like that. Okay, so apply proper risk management. This one is for the sell setup. You can see price is already reacting to this order block. If the sellers can break it, that simply means it's straight to TP. So there's going to be a little fight here between the sellers and the buyers. So let's see who will win. And I've, been able to explain why we are selling, because the sellers are more dominant in the market at the moment. So let's see. So the idea is to sell, then to buy. So let's see if markets will obey. For the buy setup, is a pending order, which would be a buy limit. Buy limit on GBP USD. Entry price 1.33 33961. Take profit 1.34567. Stop loss is 1.33815. Apply proper risk management. Okay. So let's see how it will play out. So that is it for GBP USD. So let's quickly look at GJ that tapped into the support. Okay. We are getting the rejection I need. From this support level. And then we have price here. Okay. Let's just keep analyzing. We'll come back to it. Still watching. And BTC is still here. Okay, let's look at US oil. For US oil, we have this break of structure here. Price reacting to this origin. So currently we have this break of structure. And then price is reacting to this origin. This is the refined origin. Let's move to 2-hour time frame. 1 hour time frame. .30 minutes time frame. And then 15 minutes time frame. So we have this extreme level here that we'll be looking to buy US oil. It's looking far away for now, but that is the ideal point to buy US oil. This is currently where it is reacting to. It's reacting to this point, but now if you check break of structure, and then we have this massive supply zone here. So I would be expecting a drop from this point. This is also going to be an instant execution for US oil traders. And then we'll target this point. Just because of this supply zone here, but if price should clear it to the upside like this, then we can work with the origin and then push. We'll start buying from there. But now the presence of this supply zone here, that is what will trigger this particular sell. So we're expecting more drop to the downside on US oil, viewing from 1 hour time frame. So this is what we have from 1 hour time frame. 30 minutes. Okay. So from 30 minutes, we have some. It's indeed a key level. After price broke, it's more like a break and retest key level here. But then this supply zone is, more dominant, considering that we have a massive drop on US oil. So for US oil traders, I think similar to what we have on GBP USD, we still have a stumbling block to deal with here. So this being the last record structure, we have this origin here. We have this origin here. So if this support is going to hold, price is already rejecting, then it will push to the upside. Again, I'll stick to the sell bias because of the supply zone here. So let's see what the market will do from there. So we have this continuation entry, that is sell continuation entry, to now buy at this point. So we also have a buy here. Stop loss will be here. And then take profits because this is going to be a swing trade. Take profits will target this point. As I'm mapping it out, there are some traders that they've already just where the take profit is. Some traders will have already stated that they are not going to take the trade because they cannot see themselves holding trade for that long. Don't worry, you'll get to that level where you don't need to stress yourself to be looking for entries all the time. All you just need to do is catch one trade and nurture it to tip you. So for US oil, we have an instant execution now, a sell, instant execution sell on US oil. So if you want to take the sell, the coordinates will drop now, and then we also have a pending order for a buy. And now for US oil, we have an instant execution for a sell at this point. The only stumbling block is this point, this support level and this one. But then we have bearish generally, and we have this supply zone here. So let's see how it will play out. So for this trade, this is more like a 50-50 trade. For me, this particular sell, it's a 50-50 trade. So just apply, proper risk management. If you risk 1%, break it down to like 0.5%. If you risk 2%, risk 1% on this trade. Or if you don't trust the sell at all, then be patient and see if price will get to this zone, then you buy. Or if we'll get a change of character, then we'll also buy from there. But now, from what is happening here, price is saying that we should do what? Sell at this point. So it's going to be instant execution sell. Sell now on US oil. Take profit 62.213. Stop loss. So stop loss for this sell setup is 35 pips away. And then we are targeting 100 pips. Take profit 63.558. Apply proper risk management. Apply proper risk management. Then for the buy, if price is coming closer to this point, I will drop the coordinates. So let's just have an alert here and see what price would do. So for now, we have a sell instant execution on US oil. Is that clear, guys? Is that clear? Okay, I'll analyze one more pair and that will be all. So I can see US 30. So we're going to wrap it up today with US 30. So from the daily time frame, what do we have? US 30 from the daily time frame, a break of structure. And then price tapped into the origin. Then from 4-hour time frame, origin is here. Break of structure here. Change of character. Origin, which price, has mitigated. But let's view from 2-hour time frame. We have this point here, 1-hour time frame. So from 1-hour time frame, we got this break of structure here, and price tapped into the origin and it's pushing up 30 minutes. We still have this unmitigated origin here. And 15 minutes. Same thing with that of 30 minutes. So price is currently reacting to this one. Okay. So I'm seeing everything there as liquidity, price will clear. So I'm expecting a drop to this point for US 30, and we'll buy US 30 from this one. So currently this break of structure, origin has been mitigated, price pushed up, another break of structure. So we have price currently reacting to this particular break of structure. That's this origin here after this break of structure. So price is currently reacting here, but I'm expecting a drop on US 30. So if I'm calling out a buy, I'll be more comfortable to call out a buy from this point. So although price is looking, very far away from the origin, but then let's see how it will go in US oil. If it decides to push from here, then all I need to say would be a break of structure, clear this level, break of structure, then retrace, then we can take it off from there. So if you trade US oil, pay attention to this, but then have an alert at this point. So if price is coming close to this point, I'll call out the entry for US 30 traders. US 30. Okay, so that'll be all for today. Let's quickly do a recap on all the pairs. We started with XAUSD, which is gold. I don't know what is going on at this point, but I don't know why you don't want to drop or either push. You're just dancing around looking for who you will trap. But then we're expecting either a drop to this point because there's an alert here, either a drop to this point and we'll buy gold again, or finally a drop to this point because this is where the pending order is. So we're expecting price here and we'll push gold up again. So let's see if we'll be able to get that. And now for GBP JPY, we are in on a bearish trend on GBP JPY, but I am still watching the reaction from this support level. Everything is still positioning for that of the sell. So like I said, at this support level, I didn't really map it out, to take a buy from there. But let's see whether price will give us reasons to buy from there. But currently, it is still, very much bearish, and then we may get a drop, further to the downside. So even if we want to catch a drop, we have this point. So if we can get a retracement here, and then we'll push. But let's see if it decides to like break from here, we'll still know how we'll get in. So I'm still observing. This one is looking as if price will not come back here, so we'll just leave it pending. Now you see the market is not ready to buy yet. You can see the sellers are still fighting here. The bullish candlestick open, but you can see it ended with a weak rejection, so they are still pushing it to the downside. So for BTC, okay, BTC, this is what we have. It's either we'll continue to buy BTC from this support level, or if it should break, we are patiently waiting for you here, my nigga, and we'll push it to the upside. So this is what we have on BTC. And then GBP USD, we already have an instant execution ongoing, which is this sell. If you are in on this sell, type yes in the comment section. If you are in on this sell, where are the GBP USD traders? Or you guys were scared of entering? Where are the GBP USD traders? If you are in on this sell, type yes. Okay. I believe you should be in a little profit now, although price is still fighting this origin. But like I said, if we clear this origin, it's straight to TP, and then you position again for a buy, back to back. So GU traders, it's looking as if this morning you guys are packing out funds, but then we are coming. We, the good traders, we are coming. We'll still pack out funds too. Okay, so we have this. If you're holding the sell, you can see the coordinates here, take profit. So the take profit, will be the entry of the buy. So let's see how it will be. Someone is asking, I should analyze one more pair, Euro USD. I'm so sorry, but time, because of our time. But then, if you watched how I analyzed GBP USD, I think you should have something with Euro USD. So let's see. Price is still fighting this point. If you should finish with this point, we also have, I'm just seeing this one now, we also have another tiny one here. But no panic, no panic, no panic. No panic. Okay, so we touched US oil, right? Okay. It's looking as if this US oil sell that we entered is trying to break our head. US oil traders, no panic. So for US oil traders, like I said, we have a very long buy to do if price should come here. But then because of the rally to the downside, this sell and this massive my network is trying to take away, it's taking away my analysis. This massive supply zone, that is why we are positioning for this sell. So US oil traders, place your sell. No panic, place your sell. You get the point? Place your sell. Still very much valid. This supply zone here, it's most likely going to drop. This, and then we have, I think we touched US 30. So US 30, this is what we have. Forget a drop here. So US 30 traders, just set an alert here. A drop here will buy. I'm also seeing something somewhere here, but it will be pending. till further notice. So that'll be all for today, guys. We'll continue in the group. So if you want to join, what's today's date? Oh, this is 30th September. So that means we just have today for the October waiting room. So if you want to join the VIP members, today is literally the final day to accept October badge. That is for those that will be joining my class this October. So you can go ahead, click the link in the description to message me. We have the monthly group, the yearly group, and the lifetime group. I'll still drop the link in the comments now. So all you just need to do is message me. If you want to join the monthly VIP group, just message me and just type monthly, and then we'll send you a link for your payment. And then yearly, same thing is applicable. In lifetime, same thing is applicable. So you can see the link in the comment section. It's also pinned to the description. It has link to where you can message me, the website, and so on. All right, traders, that will be all for today. For those came on, interesting. GU traders, no panic. We're watching. We're watching. Okay. So I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Bye for now. You know the drill. Burn the comment section.